342 people aboard Flight 171 have died following the crash in the western Indian state of Gujarat. The plane bound for London Gatwick crashed this morning shortly after takeoff in the city of Ahmedabad, hitting a hostel for trainee doctors. Of those on board the Boeing Dreamliner 787, 53 were British nationals. Miraculously, one passenger, a British man, has survived and was able to walk away. We'll hear from his family tonight. The flight took off at 1:40 p.m. local time on a 10-hour flight to Gatwick. It was only 600 feet or so in the air when it came down less than a minute later. The number of victims on the ground is still unknown. What caused it to crash is still unclear. We'll piece together what we know. And tonight we'll hear from our correspondent Yogita Limai, who's at the scene of the crash, and Samira Hussain at the local hospital. First, let's join Yogita at the site of the crash.
Rita, an acrid smell of burning rubber, wood, plastic hangs thick in the air here at the crash site. The buildings that you can see behind me completely charred, and there's a row of those leading right up to the place where the aircraft actually crashed. It's been cordoned off now, but we were there earlier, and literally we were walking through charred pieces of metal along the way. We saw bodies that were being pulled out, parts of rubble that were still smoking, parts of rubble that were still on fire. And we still don't know how many people who were in this densely residential area, populated area, were killed in that crash. But here is how events unfolded today.
It was meant to be a 9-hour journey, a plane carrying hundreds of passengers, hundreds of dreams. But just after takeoff, and in what must have been terrifying moments for those on board, this flight made a frantic mayday call. But when air traffic control responded, silence, followed by a deafening explosion. All of it caught on camera. The plane crashed just outside the airport complex, on buildings used as accommodation by medical students at a government college and hospital. Firefighters and emergency responders were rushed in. Tackling the blaze caused by a plane tank full of fuel, not an easy task. Many locals ran in to help. We met one of them later in the day. Ravi Vacheta described what he saw.
I heard a loud explosion. Then I went to the spot and saw smoke billowing out. We went in with the emergency response team and helped to pull the bodies out. Everything was charred.